Hey guys, Alex Sutherland here, and today I'm making a tutorial for the latest GTORangeBuilder feature. I just released it this morning. It's definitely in beta, but it is the tree builder, and it lets you customize the game tree that you have GTORangeBuilder solve so that you can put in, more variety of bet sizes, delete nodes that you don't care about so that you have a simpler tree and so that you get a higher accuracy solution, use different bet sizing on different streets, whatever you want to do. And like I said, this feature is in beta. Part of the reason I am putting out this video is I really want you guys' feedback on how I can make the interface more intuitive, more powerful, what you like about the interface as it is, what you wish you could do that you can't do right now, all that type of stuff. So please email GTORangeBuilder@gmail.com if you have any suggestions. I always appreciate your feedback. And let me show you guys how this works. So the first step that's very important is you always want to set up your scenario just like you would have before this feature was released, prior to actually going into the tree builder. So you want to put in your start pot, the effective stacks, whether here's in position or not, the board, bet sizes, and any advanced settings that you want to use. And take care of all that first. Then the next step is to go into the new tree builder interface using this customized game tree button here. And if you don't do this, if you don't set up these other things first, you'll often have to redo some of your tree building work or all of it. So definitely, set up your scenario like you would have before the tree builder worked first, and then you can go into the tree builder and start customizing your game tree. So the way the tree builder works is you can click on any node that is a node where someone's betting or checking, and you can edit it, you can add a new child to it that's a different bet size, or you can delete it. So for example, it's always useful to delete nodes that you don't actually think are very useful. So I don't think overbet shoving here is going to be a part of the strategy I really want to consider. And anytime I delete nodes that I don't need, that simplifies the game tree that GTORangeBuilder is solving, and I'm going to get a more accurate solution. I also don't think overbet jamming here over a bet of 7.5 is very useful, so I'm going to get rid of that one. But I do think that this the shove here over a check raise is quite reasonable, so I'm going to keep that in there. And this is the kind of thing the tree builder lets you do, is really pick and choose what you think is important. So that's how you use the delete node button. That's pretty simple. As you can see, the whole game tree rebuilds after every operation, and that's because some of the more complex operations are going to do they're going to automatically build children of the game tree for you. The delete deletes all the children, and everything is kind of recursive. So the other thing we can do is we can, jump around to different parts of the game tree. Say I feel like, this is a 60% pot bet that I put in here, the 7.5. Say I feel like that's a great turn size, but that it's a little too big on the river after a bet call. I can go in here to this node where the hero is considering barreling the river, and I can actually just go and click the edit button here and edit this bet amount down to, maybe say 12.5. The pot, this 44 pot was after our 16.5 chip bet, so prior to that pot was 27.5, so this is kind of a 40% bet approximately. So if I click update bet size, it's going to rebuild the tree using that bet, and all the child nodes from this 12.5 bet are going to be recalculated to be the original raise size that I had given the new pot size. So now the pot's 40 instead of 44. And the villain's raise has shrunk accordingly to that new pot size. Sometimes that'll add new branches to the tree if you open up the opportunity for more back and forth raising. So you can click on any node and edit the amount. I can even say, go to the check node and say, for some reason I don't think this guy's going to, I don't want to consider checking. I want to consider min betting, and put in one chip or something here. Obviously, that's kind of a weird thing to do, but that's the level of control you have. You can really go in and do anything you want. The last operation I'm going to show you guys here is that you can also add new betting children. So say, I want to experiment with 2 raise sizes at this particular spot in the game tree without actually complicating my entire tree by adding multiple raise sizes to the whole thing. You can go in here and click the Add Child button here. And maybe I want to think about some kind of smaller bet, say maybe 20 or sorry 12 instead of 16. Then I click Add Child Node, and again, it's going to rebuild the whole tree for me here. And there you have it. The other things I should mention is that you get undo, redo, and restart up here that you can use at any time. So if I want to take away that node, I can do it. It'll rebuild the game tree. And I also get this information on my game tree as I'm building it. So you can see the number of nodes in the tree, the hands in both range, and those three factors kind of turn into what I compute as a complexity score that will tell you roughly how complex your scenario is. And less complex scenarios will run faster. GTORangeBuilder will solve them more accurately. So, if you have some scenario you'd like to analyze and you can learn just as much from a less complex tree, you'd always prefer the less complex tree. So once you've built the tree you want, just exit, click Solve, and GTORangeBuilder will solve the tree you built. So you wait while that runs. And here you go. This is the solution on the custom game tree that we built. You can see, we deleted these shoves. If we go here, we'll see our new bet sizes. So, we've got our 12.5 instead of 16.5. I undid one of the operations I leave up here. But that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments or email me. You can also tweet at me. Thanks for watching, guys.